it's time for the Poison Ivy Champion Guide for DC Dark Legend, so let's take a look at her. So she is a mythic character, so she's not mythic plus, she's not in the bleed. You can get her from mother boxes or the daily, what you call it? Daily deals. She is a support character, a healer, and she has quite a few teams she can work with directly, like the Birds of Prey. You have the Arkham Most Wanted, and she's an energy wielder. She kind of works with everyone. She's a very good healer. Like she's like at the same spot with Mira, because she also has her own shtick that makes her even better. So we're gonna dive into it. So she's healing support, summoner, and bewitchment. So let's take a quick look at the stats so you guys can see how she works. Always hard to scroll on PC. Right, so let's read up the abilities first. Skill, damage, AoE damage, debuff, poison embrace. Poison Ivy summons a thorny ivy next to an enemy. It inherits 10% of Poison Ivy's max HP and 100% of her other attributes. Every second, the thorny ivy deals physical damage equal to 32% of its attack to enemies around it, with a base chance of 50% to inflict one stack of ivy turns for 15 seconds. Ivy turn deals physical damage equal to 2% of the attacker's attack per second, stackable up to 3 times. Then we have a healing buff, it's a second skill, Bloom of Life. Poison Ivy summons a blooming ivy next to her ally. It inherits 10% of Poison Ivy's max HP and 100% of her other attributes. Every 2 seconds, the Blooming Ivy heals allies around it by 16% of its attack and inflicts 1 stack of Ivy Bloom for 15 seconds. Ivy Bloom heals by 1% of the summoner's attack per second, stackable up to 3 times. Both of these needs to be unlocked via the Multiversal Force, so this is why I always recommend that you actually get any champion to 5 white stars so you can go ahead and unlock their force abilities. So, and for Ivy, you're gonna want the little tinky Trony Ivy because that's really helpful. And just, so she can do better healings. Then we have the ultimate, which is a healing ability, Growing Pains. Poison Ivy unleashes green energy and summons countless vines, healing the target for 130% of her attack. Each vine she summons increases the healing effect by 20% up to a maximum increase of 300%. Then the next skill, which you also unlock via the Multiversal Force, damage and control skill called Death Embrace. Poison Ivy unleashes Bewitching Spores, dealing physical damage equal to 160% of her attack to an enemy and inflicting Bewitch, causing the target to slowly move towards her for 10 seconds. For 2 seconds. Oh my god. Look guys, I just woke up. I'm trying to do Skill, Personal Growth, increases supporter champion's healing effect by 3%, applies globally, so this is a global skill. Okay. If you're looking at the forest, you have these 3 to unlock here, and of course the rest for the stats. So the reason I can do the Arkham Most Wanted for this video is because my team is very low in the sense that I didn't actually get stuff for Bane, so he's not in a good spot right now. So we'll be working on different teams. Specifically, I want to show Birds of Prey. So we're gonna take her into PvP. First thing first. So we can test the healing in a PvP environment. It's been a minute since I started hearing the game. She'll play it muted because I like listening to music. There she is. And looking at birds of prey, we can bring Black Canary. Let's see how this goes. She has to heal herself, so I like that. Something that I feel like is necessary is the healer needs to also heal themselves, because otherwise it feels a bit pointless to me. Like, cause oh, the healer is dead now. The healer can't save themselves, so and I believe Mira can save herself too. So take a look at the stats. Who said that Hawkgirl can do damage, by the way? That's so can good. So Ivy did really good healing. You can take it. Oh, here she kept the team alive, so the team can actually do damage and take down the enemies. And it was Health Birds of Prey team for using Nightwing here. Compared to Head like Adam and Green Arrow, Wonder Woman, and Killer Croc. All of them tried to do damage. Didn't help them. Fine. But yeah, Ivy also does a little bit of damage, which is cool, and she helps shielding and healing, so he's one of those that I do recommend for PvP, but you know, let's do another match, just in case, so we can keep testing Ivy. Black Canary is already out. Okay. Yeah, Black Canary seems to be like the one that doesn't fit here at the moment. She's not very good. Now it's just the woman. Look at all the plants that Ivy summons. Let's look at that. Examine it. So she may need a little bit more damage now, but yeah, she's doing a very good job on the healing. And they all kind of have shielding, but she's doing a very good job. You can see that Harley has the most. But yeah, Ivy is really, really good. I like her in PvP a lot. Let's take her into Training Simulator. What do you guys say? Nice to test her around. So I believe I actually do have full Birds of Prey team. No, apparently not. I was pretty sure I do, but you know, bring Nightwing because I like the way he works. Okay, yeah, let's go. Also, they're calling it close call. Am I doing something wrong here? Maybe I shouldn't use Batgirl? No, let's give it a try. Let's see. You have two Raven here, so I assume that's kind of part of the issue. No, wasn't even an issue. Fair enough. They did kind of change the stats here, so yeah, nice. That looks better because we actually even get to see Batgirl doing a little more than Black Canary. Uh, Going to combat cycle. Even though I find it harder to test in combat cycle because now my combat cycle is in phase 2, so they call it easy win, but it doesn't feel or look like easy win. Maybe I'll put Catwoman now. Try and see. No, not Wonder Woman. Okay, now we have a full Birds of Prey team. I want to see how this works in favor of using Ivy on the team. Yeah, full. There'll be 1 minute of them screaming their lines, but it's fine. I still want to make sure I can show you guys the animation for Ivy, so we'll do it in a second. Yeah, it says it's good to use Batgirl in here because there's so much help to the boss and 4 parts here, so it makes them more vulnerable. That works. Works. Call me Mother Nature. I like the voice acting though. At voice acting sounds amazing. So far, so good. Give me full health. That's a nice damage for Catwoman. I just saw that. Did not expect her to do really good damage. She's one of those characters I don't use, not since we went to Portrait, because she was nerfed. She was really good in the previous version of the game, the landscape version. Okay, that's not bad at all. So Ivy did really good healing, and she took most damage, so you know, shielding the team and all that. So she has the shtick of she can shield, she can heal, so kind of a tanky healer in a sense. So this was a full Birds of Prey team. We used Catwoman, we used Batgirl. Even Batgirl did very nice damage here. We used Hawkgirl and Harley, and yeah, I really like this. I don't think the Birds of Prey can work for really specific mods, like specifically the combat cycle and stuff like that. So it's cool. And yeah, I just really love using Ivy. I think it's great. I want to go to the Anti-Crime Network. And the idea here is for them to stay alive long enough, so you have to use healers. We're gonna say here, I really want to show you the animation for Ivy. Let's go. Look at her. That's a very cool animation. So yeah, the point here is just basically testing the healers. So maybe it's a good idea that I'll stay till the end of the... Oh, I forgot to cancel the animation. The idea is just how much time they can stay alive, so that's a good way to test all the healers. I think Crypto is really good as well, and I like using Starfire a lot, so We have really good support characters in this game, so this is something I'm really happy about. One. Crypto was so happy there. So if you're looking at damage, Crypto doesn't do any damage, but Ivy did very nice damage, even though, you know, the most idea here is to heal. So Mira is topping everyone, so surprising me, but Ivy is just next to her. So I'm very impressed, and I love that it's Sapphire doing most damage. But I feel like Ivy is probably the best. She's doing damage, she's shielding, she's healing. So to me, I feel like it's making Ivy 10 times better. But not everyone can afford to spend on a legendary character, on a mythic character, sorry. So I feel like you can buy the daily deals or level her up fast enough. You're gonna feel like she's falling behind a little bit, but still, I think she's a good choice after Mira. And you know, you don't have to wait for the bleed to get her. You can get her as you play the game. She's in the mother boxes, so it's a very nice character to work on. I did want to look down recommend legacy pieces, so I'm not using any of the recommended for her because I keep using the one I already been using for her before the recommended. But you have recommended pieces here. You have the Pied Piper flute, the Kungan, purple ray radiation. I use this one for Mira. But depending on who you're using at the time, you can always switch them out and give it to Ivy, so it doesn't really matter. They said best forest says combat cycle. It was right. Anti-crime network and strategic challenge. So it even tells you where you should be using her. Of course, the recommended lineups, but if you're not interested in an Arkham Most Wanted or you don't have like Scarecrow on or Joker, you can work towards Birds of Prey, or you can level her independently and just make a mix team. So it works too. Don't always have to have a specific team. That's the freedom I like about this game. You can build up your own team. Poison Ivy summons plans to fight some heal allies or grant the bonuses or other attacks or control enemies. So yeah, that's it about Poison Ivy. Let me guys know in the comments below. Who do you want to see next? Though you did vote, so after we finish the Birds of Prey, we have like, I need to look at the vote on Twitter or X, whatever they're calling it now, and see who you guys pick. I think Vixen was picked, either Vixen or Catwoman. We'll see. We'll finish the Birds of Prey, and then we'll do another vote to who you want to see, which team you want to see next. So keep me in the notice in the comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.